So we're all done with a thing, and I heard there's another Gyotaku artist in the area, so we're gonna see if we can go find him. I said Gyotaku, it's Gyotaku. I don't know, whatever. Maybe we'll get it right one of these days. We found him. All right, this is Harley.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
And yeah, this is, what is this? This is your little workspace?
Yes.
Or in front of your workspace?
Yeah, this is my studio here in Destin, Florida.
Cool.
Which is right across the road from the Destin Harbor.
Nice.
So with the art form of Gyotaku, I go down to paint fish. So say someone comes in to from a fishing trip and they've got like a marlin, which I've got one coming in today at Beauchamp's around 6:30, 7 o'clock. So you might want to come down there for that. Yeah.
Can I come down to what? Oh.
Yeah, it's a white marlin.
So you do most of your prints out and about?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm non-traditional in the art form, so I don't I don't use rice paper or the sumi ink, so I use acrylics, and that's just from, I mean, I've been doing it now 10 years.
Yeah.
So from experimenting and trying all different stuff, and it also works with my style and how I work and stuff, because I like to go back and do additional detail work.
All right, so I think we're going to be able to go down with him, and he's going to be printing a fish, and we'll get to be there for that. So stay tuned.
This was already in him. This is our hook.
In him, and that's yours?
This is our hook. This was in him. Look,
Oh my goodness.
it's like 600-pound test, dude. This is wild.
I feel like he's about to pull the magician's move here. You're gonna roll it out and then the fish is gone. You made it look so easy though. You're so fast at it. Like, I spent so much time pinning them out on foam boards and getting all carried away with those smaller fish.
Yeah. Get that eyeball to start coming through.
Ooh, yeah.
That's
You're gonna
it.
prove me wrong about the old eyeballs and paint on them. That's gonna come out awesome.
Yeah, marlins are generally easy to print, other than just how, you know, when you get big blue marlins, then it becomes like an actual workout. You just can't like hover over like this. You're having to step over and
Kind of the perfect night for it. The light's not too high.
this is
The
perfect.
humidity is coming up a little bit.
Perfect paint weather.
Oh my goodness.
Look how cool that is.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a little smudgy here, but other than that,
Look at that eye. Look at that eye.
When I get back on the boat, they're cleaning
Boom.
the boat.
I love how it's got that one little white spot even like just natural and the wire
Can't
coming
go
up.
on it at all because they're cleaning it.
here we go.
And tie up.
Sick.
Nope.
Nice. All right. Nice work.
Yeah, Zach.
Good job, man. Awesome. All right, so he's painted it blue now. He's gonna do a blue tail. Boom, what a way to keep a fish in memory. Like the print, like this. Growing up in Vermont, there was a guy who had marlin tails or tuna tails all over the front side of his barn. Like that is so much cooler to keep on your wall, or that right there, huh? It's a great way to keep it instead of stuffing them or something, which is like, I think it's like half plastic and half fake when they do that by skinning them and putting, anyway, we'll get into that in another time. That's pretty cool. And that's such an awesome keepsake for a fish catch, an epic fish catch. So show me what you got here. What?
Yeah, man.
What you
Let's see.
Show me what we're talking about when you're
My
talking about.
studio's a bit of a mess right now, so there's all kinds of.
You're not a good artist if
projects,
it's clean.
things going on.
It's like you never trust a skinny chef. You don't trust a clean artist.
Yeah, this is a sharp-tailed sunfish. So I think there's 5-6 different species of the sunfish, and this is the third largest, not the largest, but the third largest of the species. And this one washed up dead on the beach in 2022, January of 2022, over in Topsail State Beach Park. And a friend, his neighbor, found it on the beach and then contacted me and was like, "Hey, have you ever seen this before?" And I was like, "I know what that is, but I've never seen one wash up on the beach and never seen one in person." So he brought it over in the truck and I did a bunch of prints of it. So that's my entirety of living on the beach. I've never seen, so that's a very special one that I have to do.
Like not many people would ever get that opportunity.
And then that's
so when you print it, you printed it and you get the black the print
Yeah, that's
the black's
you
the
can see
original.
All the textures there.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's all the stuff that's off the fish.
Like all these black right here, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of.
And then you really, wow, you bring out the detail. Look at that eye.
Thanks.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's a raw kind, which is.
You hold it up?
That was local.
That is beautiful.
This one was done. When did I do that? 2019. This is a dogtooth tuna, which. This is from the Indian Ocean. I painted this one on a surf trip. This is Emerald Lagasse. This is some other work I do. That was a portrait I did of him for his foundation, which was a charity fundraiser, one of his events that he does annually, called the Chi Miguel Throwdown, which is in Santa Rosa Beach.
That's amazing.
Was
that a print originally?
Yeah, that's an octopus print.
Oh man, that must have been hard.
Yeah.
The squids I've done were so difficult.
That's one there. That's kind of, I didn't, haven't done much detail to it. Both of those were done several years ago. And then this heart was printed with a with scales. Yeah, that's from Snapper.
No kidding. Did you paint it? You paint it onto the fish, or did you paint away some of it to bring the heart out?
No, so I created a stamp and then printed the canvas onto the fish in the shape of a heart, and then I went back and
gotcha.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's
nice.
Like close to 40 pounds, which I think could have been.
Yeah,
maybe...
like look at my hand compared to that fish. I mean, like that would be so wild to catch that. Like it's, I don't know, my hand's the size of their little fin here. It's like,
and that's some great eating. That's probably one of my favorite fish to eat. A lot of people don't know about a yellow edge grouper. It's a deep water grouper species, but super good to eat.
Love the tail with the brokenness and a little bit of scrapping going on there. Who knows what? He survived. A little story there for him and his adventures. You know what always amazed me lately about all this, and the more I've printed fish.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what I've done, like 60 or 70 of them, and like several prints each, right? But like how similar they are. Largemouth bass. I mean, it's just. In the ocean, is a grouper. The lateral lines, everything match up so much. But I mean, they're different locations. And then there's a bass like that, and then you have the perch. You get a redfish or a walleye. Walleye just is a perch. It's like, and then how similar their shape is. They've become different. It's so neat.
Yeah, that's a king mackerel. It's funny. I get people that are dying to get their painting. Oh. And then I have people that have their painting and they have already paid for it, but they won't come by and get it. I don't understand it.
Really?
Yeah, it's a sin. But yeah, the biggest fish I've painted was a blue marlin that was 1,145 pounds, and which is now the largest recorded marlin out of the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, this one they had it at Joe Patty Seafood in Pensacola, and they brought it out on a forklift to put in an area where I could paint it.
The eyeball is the size of like a baseball. That's insane.
Yeah, wild.
Insane.
Wild to think of those fish jumping out of the water. It's like a car coming out of the water.
Yeah, like a Volkswagen Bug just popping out of the water and crashing back in.
So this is a white marlin in color.
Oh man, that's so beautiful. That was done. This is the original.
Yeah, there's nothing's been touched.
So okay, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you put the color on the fish, and then you get a colored one. That is amazing.
And see, this is another print of it, which you can see they never come out the same. They're always original. This one is a little bit more darker.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and this one ended up kind of lighter.
This one's a little lighter.
Yeah.
That's a...
So this is one that you did, and that's just the original.
That's the original, yeah.
And just like those ones out there, you later went and turned it into what we saw out there. Mm-hmm. Wow. Was that from his original damage? Or?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right here, it's split off, and it's kind of got like a little spur there, and also here.
Yeah.
And I guess the tail must have gotten cut. Probably, maybe it got caught before and got off, or
just got bit off by a shark or something.
Yeah. And then that's just the way it grew or healed.
Amazing.
And then that's double wahoos.
Nice.
And then there's another one back here. This is a cobia in color.
Oh, yes.
Did that one recently.
There were some of those under the dock the other day, and everybody was freaking out on the pier.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get after it, because it's supposed to be one of the best tasting, the cobia. That's all original color. Oh, man, I have so much to learn.
The thing with the cobia is their numbers. When I was growing up here, the migration, there used to be like big schools of them coming down the beach. And I remember my dad and my dad's friends chasing after them right off the beach, like throwing big cobia jigs and seeing 100-pound fish like from here to the wall off the beach. And you don't see that anymore. Like you're saying, all the guys going crazy on the pier trying to catch them. Everyone's complaining about seeing no cobia, but then everyone's keeping all the dinks, all the 30, 40 pounders. And it's like, well, you don't see any fish, quit killing them.
Yeah.
You know? Like you're not helping the problem.
Yeah.
Even though the small ones are the males, but still, it's like all the fish matter. And then obviously, you know, it's why they close fishing. Like Makos are closed right now.
I know, we kind of got it backwards. There's so many times that I keep hearing from people the stories about fish conservation where there's certain fish there's like way too many of. You know, they're like, it's ridiculous. The numbers of sharks that we're seeing every time we fish is ridiculous, and they're all off the list of catching and, you know, and things like that, or some other fish, you know. But then the fish are not enough, and the slot limit is too big, and it's like it takes them too long to get around to it, and it takes them too long to adjust it after the fact.
So this is a collab with one of my best friends. He's an artist, a contemporary artist, Justin Lyons. So he has this series called The Plunge, which is about taking a leap of faith, just going for it, which is the diver.
Oh, yes.
And we've done several collaborations with a Mako shark. Was it last year we had a piece that was 78 by 76 inches. It was a big piece. That was in the LA Contemporary Art Show last year. And then we've had some other pieces in other shows and stuff. But unfortunately, Makos are closed right now, so I haven't been able to get a hold of any Mako sharks to do more prints so we can do more collabs with the sharks. So I haven't put this out there yet and haven't announced it to anyone, which I'll let the guys share it. But this is two of the members of Stick Figure, the reggae band. That's K-Bong, Kevin Bong, and Johnny Cosmic. So they have another band called K-Bong. And so this is the artwork that I'm working on for their album cover, for the new album they're releasing this year.
So can I share that, or should we leave that out? Oh yeah,
that's cool.
So that'll be part of the new album.
So they'll be stoked on that.
Oh, that's cool that your album covers everything.
Yeah. No,
You're a busy guy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I feel like the camera just can't do it justice right now.
I've got another one out here that's
how colorful that is.
black on the t-shirt.
I'll have to like up the saturation so you guys can really get a feel for that. There's just so much vibrance to this right here as I'm looking at it, and the snake and the head, the detail.
That's a Mako. There's several here, black and white.
Oh, that's a nice one. That's good.
And then there's a blue marlin.
Oh man, like once again, I just feel like so bad for you guys. Like I'm showing you this stuff, but the camera just doesn't capture the metallicness. I don't think at the time.
Yeah, it's
like
videos and photos.
Yeah,
it's different.
Where can people like find you to get your art if they want some?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Gnarly Harley. That's GNARLY Harley. And then also on Facebook, look up Gnarly Fish Prints. And then you can email me at gnarlyfishprints@gmail.com.
Cool. I'll make sure everybody get on that if you want something cool. I mean, these aren't just like my little prints that I do. We're talking, this is something like a family art investment kind of thing. Or if you're down here and you're catching something amazing, you want to have him do a print for you, you can reach out to him probably, right?
That's right.
And,
just hit me up and let me know when you're going fishing, or say you're going fishing in the Bahamas or you're traveling or something like that. I'll travel as well. I'll be up at the White Marlin Open in Ocean City beginning of August, which will be the first year I'm up there. So that'll be a special opportunity, and a lot of people have asked when I was going to come up there for that. So finally they sent me an invitation this year. So super pumped on that.
So on Instagram, there's a Gyotaku, and the guy salt scrubs a red fish, right? And then he's like skips, like does like a little bit of paint, and then all of a sudden he's peeling it off, and it's a perfectly finished fish that looks like that much detail. Have you seen that one on Instagram?
Yes.
It's fake, isn't it?
Yeah, so there's a couple different Gyotaku processes where...
But this wasn't done inverse. He didn't do it inverse and add all the detail. He peels it off.
Yeah.
It's perfect. I think it's fake. What do you think?
I think it's real, like on the rice paper.
You think it's real and then he laid it on there to record the clip, maybe? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's not fake, but it's like, I'm saying he did it, and then he detailed it because it matches the fish laying down. He didn't do it inverse. And then he laid it on there for the final clip and pulled it off after the detailing. Because the eyeball looks like your eyeballs.
Yeah. I mean, it can be done, but I mean, like everything has to be so executed, and especially with
He's
culture is
going
so
around
very
circles here. He doesn't want to say about some other artist thing he's cheating, but I think the guy did a beautiful Gyotaku.
Yeah,
and then he went back, detailed it, and for the sake of showing it to everybody, he's like made it like as if he pulled it off right there with one go, and people are so impressed with it, thinking that he pulled it off in one go. And I'm going to say that he didn't do it on the fish and pull off that perfect. With the edges are already trimmed out as far as like details with a little bit of work like yours. He did a great job and then put it back on the fish, and for the final reveal the fish was dry because like you said, stuff gets on the painting. You got globs, you got spoiled prints sometimes with the water coming out from the gills, and this one was like,
because then if you get the fish, if the fish is too warm also, depending on the air temperature and that stuff, then what happens is the paint will bond to the fish, so it's not pulling off. So the fish sweating just a little bit is actually what you want, because that keeps a barrier between the actual scales of the fish and the medium coming off. Because if it sticks too much, then you're losing your medium and also your print. So there's a lot of little technical variables and details and stuff like that that matter. And after you for example, painting and printing fish so much, I can look at something and immediately tell like, oh, that's not right, or it's too much, and you have to go back and change it and fix it. And so when you're going fast and all that, it's it's all about the control, having a total awareness of everything. And also there's certain things I don't paint first. I'll do certain things like the body I paint first, and I'll do like fins and other stuff last, because those things dry quicker.
many hours.
Constantly learning, man. It's every time I go out and I'm painting and printing fish, I'm constantly being innovative, seeing other different stuff, using this and that, and it's and then also, I guess the good thing that's always worked for me is I've always had kind of like a Jedi memory, so I'll remember different stuff that I've used on different fish and different techniques, or and so I remember all that stuff from different fish. But yeah, man, I love it.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
It keeps me on my toes.
Yeah, too cool. All right, well, check them out, linked in the description below. And I think that's it for another Fowler Extra. We'll see you in the next one. Later.